China is a very interesting case. There's been a lot of changes through the labors in terms of urban development. Eco-cities used to be very popular, and then you're right, about 4 to 5 years ago, they start to become this trendy new word called smart cities. What is very interesting is that we found in China that smart and eco is related, but not really related, and is specialized in certain types of cities only. So is it the new sustainable? It really depends on how developed the cities are, because to be smart city, it is very heavily invested in that sense. So a city has to be relatively developed in order to be able to go into projects like this. That's probably only 1% of cities we are talking in China. So for the remaining 99% of cities, in fact, they don't really go into smart cities investment, but really more focusing on eco-cities as well as green development. I think China is again an enormous mammoth in some sense because of the size of the population, 1.6 billion. We have a small city in China's sense, it's like 3 million people. So in terms of the uniqueness of China's smart city, is really about the scale of the city, how big it is. China is probably one country who can develop a whole new smart city by itself, while other countries usually go into retrofitting or regeneration, etc. That's the scale of things that's happening in China. Another interesting thing that's happening specifically to China is the speed of the development as well. China can easily build up a smart city, within 3 years or within 5 years, where it's very unlikely in other countries. So these two factors, the scale and the speed, is probably very unique to China.